In the journey of life, there are lessons we often wish we had learned earlier. The wisdom that comes with age is invaluable, yet so much of it could be more effectively applied if discovered in our youth, when the foundation of our lives is still being laid. At 20, the world is wide open, full of possibilities and potential, but it is also a time of uncertainty, where the path ahead is not always clear. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of ambition, the pull of societal expectations, or the allure of immediate pleasures, without considering the long-term impact of our choices. The Stoics, ancient philosophers known for their practical wisdom and deep understanding of human nature, offer insights that are especially valuable during this formative time. Their teachings are not about rigid rules or moral absolutes, but about guiding principles that help us navigate life's challenges with clarity, resilience, and a sense of purpose. The sooner we embrace these insights, the more we can shape our lives in ways that lead to true fulfillment and peace. 1. The power of perception. At 20, life often feels like a vast expanse of possibilities, filled with dreams yet to be realized and paths yet to be trodden. However, this sense of boundless potential can quickly become overwhelming, leading to anxiety and indecision. The Stoics understood this well, and one of their core teachings is the idea that it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our perception of them. In other words, the way you choose to interpret the situations you encounter will determine your emotional response and, ultimately, your experience of life. Imagine two people facing the same challenging circumstance. One sees it as an insurmountable obstacle, while the other views it as a valuable opportunity for growth. The difference lies not in the situation itself, but in their perception of it. At 20, you might feel crushed by rejection, whether it's from a job, a relationship, or a dream that didn't pan out. However, if you can train your mind to perceive these rejections not as personal failures, but as necessary steps on your journey, you will develop a resilience that will serve you well throughout your life. This resilience is not about ignoring or suppressing negative emotions, but about understanding that you have the power to reframe your experiences in a way that empowers you. When you encounter setbacks, rather than dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself how this experience can serve you. What can you learn from it? How can it make you stronger? By shifting your focus from the negative to the positive aspects of any situation, you gain control over your emotional state. This is not to say that you should be unrealistically optimistic or ignore real challenges. Rather, it's about recognizing that your interpretation of events is often more important than the events themselves. At 20, you have the chance to start cultivating this mindset early, which will free you from the unnecessary suffering that comes from misinterpreting life's inevitable challenges. As you grow older, this skill will become increasingly valuable, allowing you to face life's complexities with a calm and steady mind, unshaken by the external world. 2. The impermanence of everything. At 20, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that everything around you, your friendships, your health, your youth, and even your dreams, will last forever. The future feels distant, and the present moment seems to stretch out endlessly before you. However, the Stoics were keenly aware of the impermanence of all things. They understood that everything in life is transient, from the seasons that change to the people who come and go in our lives. This awareness of impermanence is not meant to be depressing. Rather, it is a reminder to fully appreciate the present and to live with intention. If you wait until you're 40 to realize that time is slipping through your fingers, you may look back with regret at the things you didn't do, the opportunities you missed, and the relationships you let fade away. By embracing the transitory nature of life now, at 20, you can begin to prioritize what truly matters to you. This means focusing on the experiences and relationships that bring you genuine joy and fulfillment, rather than getting caught up in trivial pursuits or materialistic desires. It also means letting go of the illusion of permanence and accepting that change is a natural part of life. When you understand that nothing lasts forever, you begin to cherish each moment, each interaction, and each opportunity as something precious. This doesn't mean living in fear of losing what you have, but rather appreciating it deeply while it's here. Additionally, Recognizing impermanence helps you to let go of the need for control. You realize that trying to hold on to things, people, or situations that are destined to change is futile and often leads to suffering. Instead, you learn to flow with life's changes, adapting and evolving as needed. This mindset not only brings peace, but also empowers you to make the most of your time. At 20, this awareness can inspire you to live more fully, to take risks, to love deeply, and to pursue your passions without delay. Don't wait until later in life to understand the value of the present moment. Start now, and you'll find that each day becomes more meaningful, rich with the understanding that it is unique and fleeting. 3. The virtue of discipline. At 20, the concept of discipline might seem like a burden, something that restricts your freedom and spontaneity. You might feel inclined to indulge in the pleasures of the moment, whether it's spending money carelessly, neglecting your studies or work, or prioritizing short-term gratification over long-term goals. However, the Stoics viewed discipline not as a restriction, but as the path to true freedom. They understood that without self-discipline, we become slaves to our impulses, constantly swayed by external circumstances and fleeting desires. Discipline is what allows you to take control of your life, to direct your actions and decisions in alignment with your values and goals. It's the foundation upon which you can build a life of meaning and purpose. At 20, you have the opportunity to develop this virtue early, setting the stage for a successful and fulfilling life. Consider the areas of your life where discipline is lacking. Perhaps it's in your studies, where procrastination often takes over. Or maybe it's in your health, where you struggle to maintain a consistent exercise routine or a balanced diet. Whatever the case, recognize that discipline is the key to overcoming these challenges. It's not about depriving yourself of enjoyment, but about making choices that serve your long-term well-being and happiness. For instance, when you choose to study rather than party, you're investing in your future success. When you exercise regularly, you're not just improving your physical health, but also your mental resilience and emotional stability. Discipline is what enables you to make these choices consistently, even when they're difficult. Moreover, discipline brings a sense of accomplishment and self-respect. When you follow through on your commitments, when you push yourself to achieve your goals, you build confidence in your abilities. You begin to trust yourself, knowing that you can rely on your own willpower to navigate life's challenges. This trust in yourself is incredibly empowering, giving you the courage to take on bigger challenges and pursue your dreams with determination. At 20, cultivating discipline will set you apart, providing you with the tools to succeed in whatever you choose to pursue. Don't wait until life forces you to develop discipline through hardship or failure. Embrace it now, and you'll discover that it opens doors to opportunities and growth that you never imagined. 4. The acceptance of what you can't control. At 20, the world can seem like a place where anything is possible if you just work hard enough or desire it strongly enough. This mindset, while empowering, can also lead to frustration and disappointment when things don't go as planned. The Stoics teach the importance of distinguishing between what you can control and what you cannot. This is one of the most liberating insights you can learn, and the earlier you internalize it, the better. You can control your thoughts, your actions, your responses, and your attitudes. These are the elements within your power, and they are the building blocks of a good life. However, you cannot control the actions of others, the outcomes of your efforts, or the random events that life throws your way. Trying to control these external factors is like trying to control the weather. No matter how much you wish for a sunny day, the clouds will roll in if they choose to. By focusing on what is within your control and letting go of the rest, you can free yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety. For instance, when you face a difficult situation, such as not getting the job you wanted or experiencing conflict in a relationship, it's easy to feel frustrated or defeated. But if you can step back and recognize what is within your control in that moment, you can focus your energy where it will be most effective. Maybe you can't change the outcome, but you can change your attitude toward it. You can choose to see it as a learning experience, as a chance to grow, rather than as a failure. This mindset doesn't come naturally. It takes practice. But the earlier you start, the more natural it will become. By the time you reach 40, this way of thinking will be second nature, helping you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. The acceptance of what you cannot control is not about resignation or passivity. It's about empowerment. It's about recognizing where your true power lies, in your choices, in your responses, in your inner world. When you stop wasting energy on trying to control the uncontrollable, you free up that energy to focus on what you can change, and this is where real progress and peace come from. At 20, this lesson can save you from countless hours of frustration and heartache, allowing you to live with greater ease and clarity. Don't wait until life teaches you this lesson the hard way. Embrace it now, and you'll find that life becomes less about what happens to you and more about how you choose to respond. 5. The value of community and relationships. At 20, it's common to focus on individual achievements, driven by a desire to prove yourself in the world. You might be determined to build your career, achieve financial independence, or pursue personal goals with singular focus. While these pursuits are important, the Stoics remind us that we are inherently social beings, and our relationships with others are central to a meaningful and fulfilling life. The earlier you understand the value of community and relationships, the richer your life will become. Consider the people in your life: family, friends, mentors, and even acquaintances. These connections form the fabric of your existence, providing support, wisdom, and companionship. Yet, in the rush to achieve, it's easy to neglect these relationships, assuming they will always be there when you need them. However, relationships, like anything else in life, require attention and effort to flourish. At 20, you have the opportunity to invest in these connections, to build a network of support that will sustain you throughout your life. This doesn't mean sacrificing your goals or independence. Rather, it's about recognizing that success is not just about individual achievement, but also about the quality of the relationships you cultivate along the way. Strong relationships provide emotional support during difficult times, offering a sense of belonging and connection that is essential for well-being. They also provide opportunities for growth, as you learn from others' experiences, perspectives, and wisdom. Whether it's a mentor guiding you in your career, a friend supporting you through a tough time, or a family member offering unconditional love, these connections enrich your life in ways that no amount of individual success can. Moreover, the Stoics believed in the importance of contributing to the greater good, of being an active participant in the community. This means not only taking from your relationships but also giving back, being there for others, offering your support, your time, your skills. When you contribute to others' well-being, you strengthen the bonds of community and create a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends individual achievement. At 20, start by being present in your relationships. Listen deeply, offer help when you can, and make time for the people who matter to you. Over time, these small acts of kindness and connection will build a network of support that will be invaluable as you navigate life's challenges. Don't wait until later in life to realize the importance of these bonds. By then, it may be harder to rebuild what was neglected. Start now, and you'll find that your relationships will bring you a depth of joy and fulfillment that far outweighs any individual success. The value of community and relationships is not just in what they provide for you, but in the opportunity they offer to be part of something larger than yourself, a web of connection, support, and shared humanity that is the true foundation of a meaningful life. 6. The practice of gratitude. At 20, it's easy to take things for granted, focusing more on what you don't have or what you have yet to achieve, rather than appreciating what you already possess. You might be consumed by thoughts of future success, constantly striving for more money, more recognition, more experiences. While ambition is important, the Stoics teach the importance of balancing it with gratitude, a practice that helps to cultivate contentment and reduce unnecessary suffering. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you for the big things. It's about recognizing and appreciating the small, often overlooked blessings in your life. It's about pausing to notice the beauty of a sunrise, the warmth of a friend's smile, or the comfort of a good meal. These moments, though seemingly insignificant, are what make up the fabric of a fulfilling life. At 20, the practice of gratitude can transform your perspective, helping you to see abundance where others see scarcity. By focusing on what you already have, you shift your attention away from what's missing, reducing feelings of dissatisfaction and envy. This doesn't mean you stop striving for your goals, but rather that you learn to appreciate the journey as much as the destination. Each step forward is something to be grateful for, each challenge a chance to grow. Moreover, gratitude has a profound impact on your relationships. When you express appreciation for others, you strengthen your connections and foster a sense of mutual respect and kindness. This creates a positive feedback loop. When people feel appreciated, they are more likely to reciprocate, creating a more supportive and loving environment. Gratitude also helps you to maintain perspective during difficult times. When life is challenging, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong, but the Stoics remind us to look for what's still good, even in the midst of adversity. This practice doesn't negate the difficulties you face, but it helps to balance them with a recognition of what's still going well. For instance, if you're struggling with a setback, whether it's in your career, health, or relationships, gratitude can help you to see the bigger picture, to acknowledge the challenges while also appreciating the strengths, opportunities, and resources you still have. At 20, start by incorporating small moments of gratitude into your daily life. Keep a journal where you note down a few things you're grateful for each day, or simply take a few moments each morning or evening to reflect on the good in your life. Over time, this practice will become a habit, a lens through which you view the world. By the time you're 40, gratitude will be a natural part of your mindset, helping you to navigate life with a sense of contentment and peace. Don't wait until later in life to realize the power of gratitude. Start now, and you'll find that it enriches every aspect of your life, helping you to live with greater joy, appreciation, and fulfillment. 7. The art of letting go. At 20, it's easy to cling to things, whether it's relationships, ideas, or goals, that no longer serve you. You might hold onto a toxic friendship out of loyalty, or pursue a career path that doesn't align with your true passions because it's what you've always planned. The Stoics teach that letting go is not about giving up, but about recognizing when something no longer contributes to your growth or well-being. Letting go is an art that requires discernment, courage, and a deep understanding of yourself and your values. At 20, learning this art can save you from years of unnecessary struggle and unhappiness. Life is in constant flux, and what worked for you yesterday may not work today. Yet, many people resist change, clinging to the familiar out of fear of the unknown. The Stoics remind us that change is the only constant, and that resisting it only leads to suffering. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning everything at the first sign of difficulty. It means being honest with yourself about what is no longer serving your highest good. This might mean letting go of a relationship that has become more harmful than helpful, even if it's painful to do so. It might mean changing career paths when you realize that your true passion lies elsewhere, even if it means starting over. It might mean releasing old beliefs or habits that no longer align with the person you are becoming. The process of letting go can be challenging, but it is also liberating. It frees you from the weight of the past and opens up space for new opportunities, experiences, and growth. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you create room for what does. This might be new relationships, new ideas, new paths that better align with your evolving self. At 20, you have the opportunity to embrace this mindset early, allowing you to move through life with greater ease and adaptability. Letting go also teaches you the value of detachment, a core Stoic principle. Detachment doesn't mean indifference or apathy. It means engaging with life fully while recognizing that you cannot control the outcomes. You do your best, but you are not attached to the results. This detachment allows you to experience life more fully, without the constant fear of loss or failure. When you are detached, you can love deeply, work passionately, and pursue your goals with determination, knowing that your worth is not tied to the outcomes, but to the effort and intention you bring. At 20, start by examining the areas of your life where you might be holding on too tightly. Ask yourself whether these attachments are truly serving you, or whether they are holding you back. Practice the art of letting go, even in small ways, and notice how it brings a sense of lightness and freedom. Don't wait until later in life to start this practice. The earlier you learn to let go, the more space you create for growth, joy, and new possibilities. The art of letting go is not about loss, but about making room for the new and the better, about trusting the process of life and your ability to adapt and thrive in the face of change. 8. The wisdom of moderation. At 20, the allure of extremes can be powerful. You might find yourself diving headfirst into work, pushing yourself to the limits to achieve success, or indulging in pleasures without considering the long-term consequences. The Stoics, however, championed the wisdom of moderation, understanding that balance is essential for a stable and fulfilling life. Moderation is not about denying yourself pleasure or ambition, but about finding the right balance that allows you to enjoy life without being consumed by it. At 20, you are in a prime position to develop this wisdom, setting the stage for a life that is both productive and joyful. Consider the areas of your life where you might be prone to excess. Perhaps you work long hours, sacrificing your health and relationships in the pursuit of success. Or maybe you indulge in late nights and unhealthy habits, neglecting the need for rest and self-care. These extremes can lead to burnout, dissatisfaction, and a sense of imbalance that is difficult to recover from as you age. The Stoics understood that moderation is the key to sustainable success and well-being. When you practice moderation, you allow yourself to enjoy the pleasures of life without becoming enslaved to them. You pursue your goals with determination, but also with an understanding that success is a marathon, not a sprint. This balanced approach prevents you from burning out or losing sight of what truly matters in the pursuit of external achievements. Moderation also applies to your emotional life. At 20, emotions can run high, whether it's the thrill of new love, the frustration of setbacks, or the excitement of new opportunities. The Stoics teach that while it's natural to feel emotions, it's important not to be ruled by them. Moderation in emotions means acknowledging them, understanding them, but not letting them dictate your actions. This emotional balance is what allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with equanimity, maintaining your inner peace regardless of external circumstances. At 20, developing the wisdom of moderation will help you build a life that is rich, not just in experiences and achievements, but in well-being and fulfillment. This doesn't mean living a life of deprivation or restraint. It means living a life of balance, where you can enjoy the highs without being brought down by the lows. It means knowing when to push forward and when to step back, when to indulge and when to abstain. This balance is what allows you to live fully, without being consumed by any one aspect of life. Don't wait until life forces you to learn moderation through hard lessons of burnout or loss. Start now, and you'll find that moderation brings a sense of harmony and stability that enhances every aspect of your life. The wisdom of moderation is the foundation for a life that is both successful and serene, a life where you can achieve your goals without sacrificing your well-being, and where you can enjoy life's pleasures without being controlled by them. 9. The courage to be yourself. At 20, the pressure to conform to societal expectations can be overwhelming. You might feel compelled to follow a certain career path, adopt certain beliefs, or behave in ways that are more about pleasing others than about being true to yourself. The Stoics teach the importance of knowing who you are and having the courage to live authentically, even in the face of external pressure. This courage is not about being rebellious for the sake of it, but but about being true to your values, your passions, and your sense of self. At 20, you are still discovering who you are, but the sooner you embrace this journey of self-discovery, the more fulfilling and authentic your life will be. It's easy to get caught up in the opinions of others, whether it's your parents, peers, or society at large. These external voices can shape your decisions, leading you down paths that may not truly resonate with who you are. The Stoics remind us that true happiness comes from within, from living in alignment with your own values and principles, rather than trying to meet the expectations of others. This doesn't mean rejecting all external input. Rather, it means taking the time to understand who you are and what you stand for, and then having the courage to live according to those principles. At 20, you have the opportunity to start this process early, building a life that is authentically yours. This journey requires introspection, honesty, and the willingness to make difficult choices. You might need to disappoint others, take risks, or stand up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular. But the reward is a life that is true to who you are, a life where you can look in the mirror and know that you are living with integrity and authenticity. The courage to be yourself also means accepting yourself fully, including your flaws and imperfections. The Stoics teach that we are all human, and that making mistakes is part of the journey. Rather than striving for an unrealistic ideal, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, while also embracing your humanity. This self-acceptance is the foundation of true confidence and inner peace. When you are comfortable with who you are less concerned with the opinions of others, and more focused on living a life that is meaningful to you. At 20, this courage can set you on a path of self-discovery and self-expression that will lead to a life of fulfillment and joy. Don't wait until later in life to start living authentically. The earlier you begin, the more time you will have to build a life that is truly yours. The courage to be yourself is not about defying others for the sake of it. It's about honoring your own journey, your own values, and your own sense of self. This is the key to a life of true happiness and fulfillment, a life where you are not just surviving, but truly thriving, because you are living in alignment with who you are. 10. The embrace of wisdom over opinion. At 20, the world can seem full of conflicting opinions, with everyone offering advice on what you should do, how you should think, and who you should be. In this sea of voices, it can be challenging to discern what is true wisdom and what is merely opinion. The Stoics valued wisdom above all else, understanding that it is the key to living a good life. Wisdom is not about having all the answers, but about seeking truth, learning from experience, and being open to growth. At 20, you have the opportunity to start cultivating this wisdom, setting the stage for a life of deep understanding and fulfillment. The Stoics believed that wisdom is found in living in accordance with nature, with reason, and with virtue. This means making decisions based on thoughtful reflection, rather than being swayed by the opinions of others or the whims of the moment. It means seeking knowledge and understanding, rather than simply accepting what you are told. At 20, this might mean questioning societal norms, challenging your own beliefs, or seeking out mentors who can offer genuine guidance. Wisdom is not about rejecting all opinions, but about learning to discern which ones are rooted in truth and which are not. This discernment comes from a willingness to listen, to learn, and to grow. It requires humility, the recognition that you don't know everything, and the openness to new perspectives and ideas. At 20, you might feel the pressure to have all the answers, to present yourself as confident and knowledgeable. But true wisdom comes from acknowledging your limitations and being willing to seek out the knowledge and experiences that will help you grow. This pursuit of wisdom is a lifelong journey, but the earlier you start, the richer your life will become. Embracing wisdom over opinion also means prioritizing your own inner voice over external noise. The Stoics teach that true wisdom comes from within, from the cultivation of your own mind and spirit. At 20, you might be bombarded with advice and opinions from all sides: friends, family, social media, and society at large. While it's important to listen to others, it's equally important to trust your own judgment, to reflect on your own values, and to make decisions that are true to who you are. This doesn't mean shutting out the world, but rather engaging with it thoughtfully and discerningly. At 20, the embrace of wisdom can guide you through the complexities of life, helping you to navigate the challenges and opportunities with clarity and confidence. Don't wait until later in life to seek wisdom. The earlier you start, the more time you will have to cultivate a life of meaning, understanding, and fulfillment. Wisdom is not about being right. It's about being thoughtful, reflective, and open to growth. It's about seeking truth, living with integrity, and making decisions that are in alignment with your highest self. At 20, this pursuit of wisdom will set you on a path of lifelong learning and growth, leading to a life that is rich in understanding, purpose, and peace.